Hello. Welcome back to another Shoe Snob unboxing video. Series 1 Take Wonder videos. Got something new for you guys today. Something different than a lot of what I usually speak on. And it's strange because it's not something I normally prefer to speak on. I'm just going to give you a little sneak peek, i.e. Blake Stitch shoes. But I gotta say, I just tried a pair on and I was thoroughly impressed. So let's get straight into it. This is a new brand, a very young brand. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to say the name right because it's Latin. I did study a course of Latin at university and got a 4.0, but you know, that was like 18 years ago. So I believe the way you pronounce it is Corio. You won't be able to see it on the box because it's like a stamp as opposed to any kind of color, but that's I-N, Corio, C-O-R-I-O, and it means in the leather. So In the Leather is essentially a French company founded by two young French guys, but who make the shoes in Portugal. They're Blake Stitch shoes, and while I usually don't talk about a lot of Blake Stitched stuff, it was interesting, their website and their kind of vision and mission, and you know, they seem like two very nice, genuine guys who are looking to fulfill a certain niche and market. And I liked what I saw, so I thought, hey, let's help support young guys trying to do great things in the shoe industry. So yeah, let's talk about what we got. So they were kind enough to send me two models. Now I did pre-open one so that I could try the shoe on, because I know, I personally like to give feedback, as I think that's important. I think everybody needs that when you're buying online, especially as they're an online only company. I think it's important that I share with you how they fit. So I opened one box. As you can see, one is packaged beautifully with lovely tissue paper and a little sticker closing it. And one I've already opened. So typical stuff on the box. You got just a sticker with a barcode, the size. I went with my typical size, which is a UK 6.5, US 7.5. And I got a boot called the Martin and a hole cut called the Arthur. Oh, that already slipped out. So let's open the other shoes so we can just take a look. Lovely tissue paper. I almost feel bad for breaking it. All right, and let's see. So I got a beautiful card here. I imagine in French it says merci et bienvenue. So thank you and welcome. And here we go in both French and English. A little bit of about them, about the shoes. Wow, this is quite impressive actually. So there's a lot of information here. Very well done. Wow, this is some smart stuff here. Anyway, pretty much everything you need to know about the shoes, what makes them good, how to return them should you feel that you want to, how to try them on, the use of shoe trees, protection. Very, very well done. A+ for that one. I bet that saves them a lot of emails. So nice detailed touch there. All right, let's break it all out. Oh man, sorry, I keep discovering new things here. Now, I can't claim that I speak or read French, so there's a little quote in French here with a very cool color underlining, by the way, of the box. And I have to say the box is very nice, very well made, durable. And I think this says, "It is the simple elegance that gives us charm." I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it says, just from my knowledge of Spanish and the similarities there and the little bit of French that I do know. All right, so here we have two white bags. Obviously, you can see that white and blue is their colors, which is great because I love white and blue. Bags are nice, kind of like woven. I don't know if this is a cotton or it's like it almost feels like a canvas, but it's not. It's more of a cotton, but it's like a strong cotton woven with a nice kind of felt lining. Very nice bags. All right. Now, I'm gonna take out the shoes, but there's something else I really like in there. I love the lining of the box. I don't know if you can see that, but it has a very cool design. Just these little details, of course, you know, there's nothing that the box is gonna give you, but I love the detailing of it, and I love this design, and I love blue and white, so they're really hitting all the right points for me. Put this over here. Beautiful pair of hole cuts. Let's break out the other shoe. Should I say boot? Nice black derby boot in grain. Oh, on this shoe, got a little bit of a gift here. A cream. Anything else? Boots. Nice dividers there as well. Great stuff. All right, I'm gonna put the cream back because we don't need to talk about it. So here we go, a beautiful grain derby boot in a very kind of elegant last, to be honest. These are what I tried on, and I have to say I was thoroughly surprised by many things, and I will get to those shortly. And now we have a hole cut in this tan, kind of golden tan leather. I think it looks brighter in the video than it does in real life. I can't always tell because when I edit them, then everything looks darker than what I see when I'm videoing this. All right, so lovely stuff. Got to show you the sole. So, all right, let's get into it. I will first start by saying that, let's just get straight into pricing. So these are Blake Stitch shoes. Made in Portugal using what looks and feels like, what they say on the side are the top leathers from France, Italy, and England. So England, I imagine, are the suedes. Calfskin, I imagine, is French. This grain could really be Italian or French, I don't know. But I gotta say, I'll get back to the leather, sorry, pricing. So this shoe, I believe, was 259 euros on the site, if I'm not mistaken. And this one, I believe, was 309 euros. Many of you who don't live in France won't know this, but there was a famous French brand sold mainly in France. I don't know how much outside of it, and I believe they were Bexley, and they created this interesting, this unique idea where if you buy one shoe, you get one price. If you buy two shoes, you get a slightly lower price, and if you buy three shoes, you get an even lower price. So it was a really smart kind of like bundle option, and I think they went up to like 6 pairs. It was crazy, but it was unique, it was different, and I think they sold millions of shoes that way. So what you'll notice is Corio has also taken this inspiration and done it for themselves. So while the base price is 309, if you get the black and the brown, I think it drops like 20 or 30 euros. So, you know, you get a discount for essentially getting 2 pairs. Same for that. I don't exactly know how it goes. The only thing that left me confused is what if you mix and match pairs? Because clearly this one is one price, this one is another price. What if you want one of each of these? What is the discount on that? It might be further explainable if you actually attempted a checkout, but I didn't do that. But anyway, so that's the price. Let's talk about just the shoes. So I tried these on just a moment ago, and to be honest, you know, I'm not a huge fan of Blake, so I don't really have great thoughts on it. But when I broke these out, I was immediately impressed by several things. One, the leather, this grain feels amazing, so soft. It was really nice, high quality. Yeah, sorry, I'm just looking for any kind of flaws or anything that's noticeable, which I don't see at all. So finishing is great as well. What I noticed was a really nice last for a derby boot. I think it's nice. It's like a smarter kind of. It's like it'd be like a classic dress shoe last, but it looks nice on a derby boot. It really slims that derby boot up, and I really actually like the last shape as well. The last shape, but really like the way the last was cut. So it's unique. It's almost straight on the side with the curvature on the outside, but in a way that really makes it a very beautiful asymmetrical last. Now, when I put it on, I was even more impressed. I don't personally find Blake Stitch shoes that comfortable for the most part. I have tried some that were, but you don't get that corked or cushioned footbed just simply due to the construction. Now, I believe in Corio thought of that. They wanted Blake, but they wanted comfort as well. So when I tried them on, they had great arch support, which was very surprising. They actually cupped my heel really well, which I like. That was nice. I don't know if that's great for everybody because I have narrow feet, but it cupped my heel really good. And then under the what do you call it? Under the ball of the foot, where I usually have issues in Blake Stitch shoes because I don't feel like protected enough there. I feel like I'm walking on the concrete. I noticed they thought ahead and put some sort of extra cushion in the forefoot to kind of counteract that lack of cork feeling. So, but at the same time, you then get a very flexible shoe, which many of you who are not the biggest fans of welted shoes prefer, is something flexible. So, you know, there you go. Grain boot that you can bend in half like a pancake, no problem, and still maintains its shape. Anyway, I was thoroughly impressed by that. Here we go. I've got another brand with triple row stitching, fine little detail. I can see more and more people are thinking about that. Triple row stitching just to kind of separate yourself from everybody else, literally, and it really helps the pieces to pop. What I liked as well is that this was a short boot. It was missing about 1 or 2 more eyelets to make it your typical kind of not typical high boot, typical standard lace boot. The laces are a little bit far apart, so it was probably, the typical boot would have just been like, you know, maximum inch to half an inch to an inch higher. But I like this kind of height. It's nice. It makes it more kind of sporty casual, which I think a grain boot like this kind of is. Personally, I wouldn't wear this with a suit. But yeah, I was really pleasantly surprised with these. They did a great job. Yeah, I can't really fault anything. They got a nice little detailed touch of their logo on the notch of the heel there, which is interesting. Here we have the branded kind of day-night like sole. Anyway, super comfortable. All right, let's talk about the hole cuts now. So it's a lovely leather, nice shine to it, flawless finishing. It's usually, you get that with Blake. Blake shoes usually have a flawless finishing. There's a lot less kind of details to mess up on like there are in Goodyear welted shoes. It's one thing actually as well I was never crazy about with Blake. I like that they put a thicker sole on there. There's nothing I dislike more than these soles that look like the size of welts and they're just like 3 millimeters thick. I just find those, to be honest, atrocious. So I like that they put what looks like a welted size, like a Goodyear welted sole. So about it's about a 5 millimeter sole with what looks like a welt, even though it's not really a welt. And so yeah, they're blending two ideas here, which I think is smart. You can see the Blake Stitch there on the insole. Again, really nice arch support. You can see that cushioned insole. Yeah, For a Blake shoe, these are great. These are really nice. They did a great job. It's a nice kind of chisel last. The shape is really elegant. I personally prefer to see a welt. I'm not crazy about a shoe where you just see like the shape of the leather and no kind of welt, even if it's just a little bit. I like that physical appearance there, that visual appearance, should I say. But it's a lovely whole cut model. It's nice. There's no flaws in it. For all you people that want me to find a flaw, or think I'm selling out because there's no flaw, get over it. Not every shoe has flaws. If you really want to find something, we always could, but most flaws aren't even worth saying. All right, well, sorry, I'm just here inspecting, doing my best to find something for you, but there's nothing. The shoes are flawless and they're great. This one came with a nice set of cedar shoe trees, branded as well. I did not get a chance to try this one because I wanted to keep one box wrapped. Comparing the last, I see them, you know, similar in length. This one looks like it just might be a touch more forgiving here on the forefoot, like a little bit wider. But I can't be sure. I'd have to give you feedback later when I do try these on. I have really high lace boots right now, so I don't want to take those off. One thing that I thought was cool about them is that they have their own kind of unique soles and these blue, royal blue soles, and I'm pretty sure they have those on all of their leather soled shoes. So I was attracted by that. I love their white blue kind of color scheme for the brand. Blue is my favorite color, and I love to pair it with white. So yeah, cool soles. You know, we know where the inspiration comes from, but it's nice always to see somebody doing something different and really trying to put their own little unique twist on it. One thing that some of you might really like is that narrow waist. Because these are Blake, they really get like a nice narrow waist in there since there's no welt. And I know a lot of people aesthetically like that look. So there's definitely some great shape to this shoe. So yeah, check them out. The owners are nice young guys. I think they're doing a fine job. I'll be curious to see how this brand progresses, what kind of new models they come up with. I will say that everything is quite classic, quite basic. There were a few, I originally wanted to see this shoe in a navy leather, which was really cool, but it was so popular it sold out. So, you know, that's a good sign. Yeah, I'd be curious to see how they progress in their design and in the brand, and definitely stay tuned for more. I'm sure as time goes on, we will get to know more about them. Definitely check out their site. Again, in Corio, that's IN space CORIO. Take a look. Again, if you like Blake, you'll love these. If you're a welted guy, I didn't try the leather shoes. They got that welted sole style. The boots were incredibly comfortable with a nice kind of day-night sole. So I didn't feel them typical to like your kind of cheap Blake stitch shoes that just feel like you have nothing on the bottom of your foot protecting you from that hard pavement. So I have to say they broke that kind of bad thought that I have of Blake stitch shoes, and they showed that, hey, you can make them comfortable when you just put a little bit more into them. So thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed discovering a new brand, and as always, stay tuned. Please like, share, subscribe, feel free to comment, and thank you for supporting this channel. Wishing everybody a great rest of your day. Bye.